more hours, as in less than 2 hours, in fact. It's from the Perfect Gourmet, and you know the Perfect Gourmet. They bring us pot stickers. But guess what? Today, pierogies in 3 different flavors, your choice, 60 of them. You can fry them, you can boil them, you can pan saute them. Deliciousness. The price for 60 is less than 57. What does that mean? That means this is a deal. That means this will be a great side to the Rastelli ribeye steaks, depending upon which flavor you're picking. So we wanted to just show you this swath of pierogi. You're getting delicious. 6 of them, each one of them 1.6 ounces. I know they're so tasty.
I'm literally eating all of them.
They're absolutely delicious. And then you're choosing whether or not you want to have that farmer's cheese, whether it's going to be the spinach and feta or the potato and onion. That's all you're doing. And there's no combo. You're going to get one flavor of your choice, 3 easy payments of $18.99. Price up at the end of the day, easy pay away at the end of the day. So a one-time only is, you know, kind of we slap a rock bottom price on something that has already been exceedingly popular with you, but we do it for a short, itty-bitty period of time. And in this case, it's only for less than 2 hours. We do have an auto delivery on this, and that's every 90 days. Again, it's your option to keep them coming, and our promise to you to hold this crazy price. That's the deal. And when I say this crazy price, this should be $68 and change. We're $56 and change. So we like to save 12 bucks or so. Let me welcome in my guest. Her name is Carol Allen. Carol Allen brings us the Perfect Gourmet. You probably know her because we love her pot stickers. She's bringing us, though, pierogies, which I think is like a really fun appetizer, center of the plate, depending upon how you do it. Right, Carol?
I love that you said that.
Yeah.
And how are you? Yeah.
Great.
You know, the thing is, pierogies, when you think about something that's traditional food, and maybe you're from, like, your family's from Eastern Europe and you've experienced these, you know, you've had them with this caramelized onions and the sausage. But I love that you said that these can be an appetizer because they really can be whatever you want them to be. You know, whether it's instead of a baked potato, a couple pierogies with the steak, or maybe some little dipping sauces that you put out, but they're just so many different ways to enjoy them.
This one is the potato and onion, and you want to start on the outside just to talk about this amazing dumpling wrapper, and then we'll dive on into the inside. And can I just tell you, Alberti just turned to me and was like,
because I'm eating all of these.
He's eating, and I'm
literally
jealous.
eating all these.
Let's
you know,
bring him in.
we are back to best friends eating, it seems like. And
I
this
love that.
potato and onion is to die for. It is so good.
Yes, so that is the traditional way, if you will, and it's the heartiest of them. So the outside, like you said, Rachel, it's a dumpling. Every country has a dumpling, and Poland has the pierogi. So it's just a wheat flour, and it's a thicker dough, if you will, and then inside it's fresh potatoes, and of course we make ours in the USA, and fresh potato and whole eggs and onions and a little salt and a little pepper.
I love it.
And you're deciding how you want to cook them. You know, you're going to go ahead and do a defrost, but because they're made with potato, it's not something that's going to take hours to defrost before you prepare.
The next choice is spinach. I want to make sure everybody gets a look, well, so they can make their decision.
Yeah, this is loaded.
This is loaded. I mean, like, these are bursting at the seams. It's like barely holding on to hold the spinach in. Spinach and feta.
So spinach and feta, and like you and I talked earlier about it, I love feta, but feta should not be the star of the show. It should be the co-star. So the spinach here is the star, and then the feta cheese is mixed in, and then a little bit of the baker's cheese, which is a fresh cheese.
I love it.
And again, just the dumpling that holds together. Now, if you're going to pan saute, I suggest you brown your butter first. You let your butter go so it gets a little bit dark.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and put them in. And traditionally, you want these soft when you cook these if you're doing the old world way. If you're going to do permission to play with food, you can go ahead and you can like deep fry these. You may, you know, crisp them up a little bit more, maybe make pierogi nachos, which we can talk about.
This is the farmer's cheese.
Yes. It's just delicious. It's a fresh cheese. And again, whole potatoes, eggs.
We need to bring in Alberti while you're talking because he's like, Rach, I'm eating and you're not.
It's like a loaded baked potato wrapped in your favorite little dough. It's so good.
Now, I'll make it even better. Think about taking a little ramekin
Yes.
and your favorite cheeses and sprinkling them over it. And then how about a little bit, you know what, I've got some
So good.
here.
I love it.
How about a little bit of bacon over top and then put them in the oven just to like brown it off? That's the thing I mean about permission to play. You know, try
Carol?
something different with your food.
I love it. We're looking at some pierogies with the Rastelli ribeye, right? Pierogies with some sausages. I love it up here if you're making a huge, like a farm table and a family eating.
good.
Tacos, pierogi tacos, if you want to do
Yes.
it that way, which I love, right? A little
my
kind of
gosh.
nacho deal. Pierogies in the morning, but let's talk about what's happening because these are going.
Okay.
So we started with 3,000. Potato onion is last call.
Oh, yeah.
Spinach, 700.
You can't go wrong with any of
and
these.
and the farmer's cheese 800.
Oh.
And remember, you're choosing one flavor. You're receiving 60 of these, and I want to show you how they come, right? So they come like this. Oh heavens. Look at the packaging, right? So Carol, talk to us about how they're packaged. What do we do when we get them home? What's the story?
They're gonna come on dry ice, and sometimes
Yep.
you know if dry ice can dissipate. But if they're frozen, just pop them in your freezer until you're ready to enjoy. And they're trays, so
Nice.
you can find a spot, and then you take out how many you want to go ahead and prepare. I thaw on the countertop. That's just my shortcut. But you
Okay.
can go ahead and even thaw quickly in the microwave if you're gonna, pan saute if you want, or you can go ahead and boil them and then saute. But really, truly, it's about, for me, pierogies
Yum,
and
delicious.
butter
Yeah,
are best
pierogies and
friends.
butter.
They are Rachel and Alberti. They love each other.
They're-
We
You
do.
put that butter in that pan, and you get it a little bit brown, and then you go ahead and you drop in a couple pierogies. Instead of doing that baked potato with the steak, you're going to have, maybe
love it.
spinach and feta pierogies.
You know what,
Yeah.
Carol? You just said that pierogies and butter are like Alberti and Rachel.
Best
they love each other.
friends.
Best friends.
Yeah.
Come on, we had a
Eating.
close-up here about Alberti. Tell us
Eating.
about which flavor you're
So
eating.
I ate all of them.
Oh, good.
And I just bit into the spinach and feta. And you know what? As somebody who grew up with a mom that made like spanakopita, right? Like the Greek kind of version, the Albanian kind of version of this meal. Like, I love that it's so loaded with the spinach. And just like you said, the feta cheese is the co-star. It's not the star. I don't want it to be overly salty.
Right, the front
It
taste.
is perfect. It is so good.
You know, I do want to remind you, if you're jumping in and joining us right now, it's just about a little bit after 5. I'm Rachel Bosing. I've got Alberti. We're together. We're in the midst of, I think, like a 6-hour gourmet holiday. It's so many hours. our heads are
never-ending
spinning.
gourmet holiday.
Right, exactly. And this is a show-only price. So we have a couple items in the show that are show-only prices. Pierogies. And I love that it's something special. It's something a little whimsical. It's something unexpected.
That nobody would make on their own.
That nobody would make on their
Yeah.
own, right? You're not making pierogies at home, but this dumpling filled with your choice of either potato onion, farmer's cheese, or spinach and feta. Now, Carol, I have the 3 flavors here, and I want to make sure that everybody can choose their flavor. Can you give me like a sentence on each, because these are going so quickly, and this price is only here for another hour and 50 minutes. So the price goes up at the end of the show. Easy Pay goes away. Won't see a better price on this, even if we offer it for 6 months. So all through summer and entertaining. So potato and onion, friend.
Potato and onion is the traditional way that you may have had these if you have family from Eastern Europe, or maybe a neighbor. And it's just the potato, it's the fresh potatoes, it's the onion, it's a little
so
salt and pepper,
pure.
I
whole
love it.
eggs, and just a nice dough to hold it together.
It's so pure.
I
Now,
love
spinach
that
and feta.
Alberti said it was so pure. And then here's the spinach and feta.
Now, Alberti, how about some sliced cucumbers and do a cucumber salad with a Greek yogurt dressing with
love you.
these?
Nice.
Right?
Yep.
Delish.
Love.
So I love that he said that it reminded him of spanakopita, because if you love spinach and you love feta, you're
this
going
is it.
here.
Yeah.
That's you.
This is it. Yes.
And then we also, finally, we have one sentence on the farmer's cheese.
Farmer's cheese, fresh cheese, which just gives it a brightness, I believe. And again, whole fresh potatoes that we use, and whole eggs, and
love
just
it.
a little salt and pepper. And again, you can decide, like, do it as a side instead of French fries or a baked potato. A couple of
This
these,
is so much
unexpected.
better.
or do as a dinner.
Better. I
right?
love it. Thanks, Carol. So here's the story.
Thank you.
Show only price, Carol. Thank you so much for bringing
Thank
these
you,
to us.
Carol. I want to
you,
eat
my
every
dear.
one of them.
I know I want to eat all of them. So this is a show only price. Again, we hand pick items to be a show only price. The pierogis from Perfect Gourmet, a brand that we know and trust here because they've been bringing us the pot stickers for forever. Potato onion is last call. Here's why you want to make sure that you make your purchase right now, because this is the lowest price you'll see through May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Oh heavens. And lock-in auto delivery, they'll come to your home every 90 days. Our price goes up in an hour and about 46 minutes. The Easy Pay goes away. The Easy Pay is 3 easy payments of $18.99. And all shipping, the first one or the auto delivery, is free and continues to be. M76098 is your item number. And we have so much more